What up? GVA, TheDroid52 here, the power of Kazakhstan. Today I bring you some Battlefield by Company 2 Vietnam on Vantage Point. It's quick by Battlefield by Company 2 standards. 9 minutes is actually quick for BFBC rush in my opinion, because uh, some rushes go like all the way up to 40 minutes. I'm serious. I had many games that were like finished in 40 minutes, and it's like, oh my god, it's like so long. But anyways, was quite a quick game by Battlefield standards. So yeah, and can't wait till Battlefield 3 beta, 27th of September for Medal of Honor guys, so, limited edition stuff, and I think 29th for everyone else. So I can't wait. I'm gonna play the heck out of that beta. I'm gonna even destroy it, if you know what I mean. But whatever. So let's get into my topic. Is how I started gaming. I'm 15-year-old right now, and I know I don't sound like 15-year-old that what you expect, but all my friends tell that I'm like 20-year-old, and my voice dropped I think like last year or maybe 1 year and a half ago. So yeah, and the so how I started gaming, it's pretty funny. Me and my parents went to my uncle's house. My parents need like to talk to him or whatever business they had. I don't remember because I was like 4 year old, 5 year old. So it was about 10 years ago. My uncle had these games that I remember the most because he gave me. These were Age of Empires 2, Red Alert 2, and Counter Strike 2, and Medal of Honor Light Assault. Yeah, these games I remember the most. And the first game I actually played was Age of Empires 2, and that game was so addicting that I just freaking loved it from 1 minute I played it. So when we came back from Uncle, he actually gave me the games I mentioned because since I remembered them the most, I played them the most at home. So I installed it on my home PC and played the heck out of them. And the only game that didn't give me is Counter Strike. I bought it myself. I understand why, because Counter Strike you can play online and it's really addictive. I even now still play Counter Strike 1.6. And that game is over 10 years old. I mean, seriously, it's like so addicting. So that basically was my kick to start the games like I started to play. And then actually, let's fast forward like 2 3 years when I played those games. I actually bought few other games which I don't really remember because I haven't played as much as those. I think I just played the campaign and then like drop them. Uh, those ones I mentioned, I remember the most, especially Age of Empires 2 and Red Alert 2. I played the hell out of them. I played the living hell out of them. I played so much that they will die. I know if that makes sense. I don't know. I played more than like 100 hours on that game, on both, which is, I know it's insane. So let's fast forward a few years, I think like 3 or 4 years, and that's when we got first console. It was PS2. And I played some couple games. The most remembered game was Desert Storm because I used to play it with my friends because co-op mode, and it was so fun. And I wasn't connected to PSN or whatever they had back then. I don't know if they even had the online version for PlayStation 2, because most online games that I played were on PC. It was Counter Strike and Battlefield 1, I think. No Battlefield. Battlefield came later, I think. I don't remember when Battlefield 2 came out. But I played some games, and yeah, I mean I played online, but I don't remember them. It was like so long that I played so many games after that I don't even remember the name. The Counter Strike is most remembered because, as I said before, I played the most. Oh, just remembered now. We actually had I think Nintendo 64 or something like that. Uh, some kind of console of that generation. I think it was Nintendo 64. It had like a weird controller. It had like a joystick in the middle. I think that is Nintendo 64. And actually, the games I had weren't as fun, or at least not addictive, until I played on my uncle's house. I don't know why. I don't know why actually. Maybe because my dad didn't let me as much, or I just didn't like him. I was maybe too young, and like 3 year old is too young, and I started like 4. So we had a lot of games on PS2, and then somewhat. I kind of dropped PS2 because it was like broken, and like whatever, I'm not gonna buy the second one. And I actually got PSP. It was like the year that it came out, you know, the fat big one, PSP. I had that one, and I had a lot of games on it. I still remember some of them, but I'm like, PSP was pretty fun. You can carry it anywhere, and I thought PSP was the only portable console. But right now, after researching, like, you know, it was like Nintendo, what is it, Game Boy Advance. Before that, like, it was in 90s, and I was kind of ashamed after I heard that, because I told to all my friends like, oh, this is the first portable console, and I was like, I don't know, when I was like 7 years old, and I never used internet before that. Like, the age I started using internet was like 10 year, because I don't know, there was nothing to do on the internet for me. It was like, except playing games, which you have to launch the game, and you never have to like launch the internet bar or whatever, Internet Explorer, or whatever program we use right now. And after PSP, I got myself a Xbox 360, and between those consoles, I played PC. So maybe you can say I'm a PC for life. One thing that I found great about PC, that it never changes. Like, it's the same thing. Like Windows, you run Windows, install, bam, there's a game. And the one thing I actually love PC is the customizable abilities. I'm just saying, and PC, you can stay for like ages. Not like one PC, buy one PC and you can stay for ages. You have to like change it every 3 years, because you know, graphics get outdated and stuff get outdated. But anyways, about myself, Xbox 360, and it was without the game. It was an arcade version. And why I bought it? Because I kind of got bored of PSP, and my PC got outdated. So I was like, oh, why not? Why not buy the Xbox 360? And back then I was like 11 years old, so I just started using internet and stuff. As I said before, I started like 10 years old. So the first game I ever bought for Xbox 360 was Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2. And I played that game, finished the campaign and stuff like that. I had fun in it. And actually, I started Xbox Live not long ago. It was 2 years ago. Yeah, I think one of my friends said, "Oh, you have Xbox? Join Xbox Live, play with me." So I decided to join, and I had fun experience. I started with Call of Duty 5, and back then I was so bad that I would go negative almost every game. But right now, I'm pretty good, not to sound cocky or anything. But over time, I got, of course, better. And I remember in Modern Warfare 2, I got really annoyed, and came to YouTube to find out what tips to get, and I ran into XJAWS, and I got hooked up to making YouTube's gameplays. But anyways, we won. Thanks for watching. TheDroid52 is turning off, and this was my gameplay career or experience, that you can say. Yeah, TheDroid52 out.